Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why some men over 60, men with average incomes, gray hair, maybe even a few extra pounds, still have women leaning in, laughing at their jokes, giving them that unmistakable look, while others, no matter what they try, feel invisible? Most men believe attraction is all about money, status, or a youthful face. But the truth? There's something far more powerful. Something you already have but probably aren't using. And here's the best part, it takes just 12 minutes a day to activate it. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact practice that makes women chase you instead of the other way around. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor, tap that like button, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing men from all over the world supporting each other. And of course, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, so you never miss these weekly insights. Now, let's get real about the biggest lie society has sold you. You're over 60. Well, women only want younger men. Game over. Unless you've got a Ferrari and a fat wallet, that's the message we're fed. But that, my friend, is complete garbage. I've worked with men in their 70s who have vibrant, successful women in their 40s and 50s pursuing them, not the other way around. The dating industry loves to push this false story because it sells products, expensive clothes, hair transplants, and anti-aging creams. But attraction isn't about looking 35 again. Women aren't starving for youth. They're starving for something deeper, authenticity, calm energy, and emotional safety. The kind of presence only a mature man can bring. Here's the real truth, attraction at your age isn't biological, it's psychological. While most men over 50 are scrambling to compete with younger guys, the men who truly succeed are playing a completely different game. They're not pretending to be 30 again. They're leveraging something younger men simply cannot fake, grounded confidence and emotional steadiness. So let's break this down into 5 core mistakes most men over 60 make, and the one mindset shift that flips the script. Mistake number 1, chasing validation instead of living in contentment. Most men think, if she likes me, then I'll feel good about myself. That's backwards. Women can smell neediness like smoke from a mile away. Biologically, desperation signals to her brain, this man isn't safe to follow. Emotionally, it feels heavy, like she's being asked to carry the weight of proving your worth. Practically, it shows up as over-explaining, nervous energy, or trying too hard. Mistake number 2, competing on the wrong battlefield. You can't beat a 35-year-old at looking like a 35-year-old. That's his game. But what he can't touch is your wisdom, your groundedness, your life experience. Biologically, your calm presence regulates her nervous system. Emotionally, it makes her feel safe, something younger men rarely provide. Practically, it means she leans in and listens instead of scrolling her phone while you talk. Mistake number 3, believing women want youth over maturity. Here's the reality. Women are drowning in immature men of all ages. They don't want a boy, they want a man. Biologically, maturity signals stability. Emotionally, it says, you won't abandon me. Practically, it means she feels more open, affectionate, and respectful around you. Mistake number 4, performing instead of being present. You don't need to entertain a woman. You don't have to be funny every second or prove your worth with stories. The moment you relax into being yourself, without needing any outcome, you become magnetic. Biologically, your relaxed state lowers her stress. Emotionally, it says, this man doesn't need me to validate him. And practically, every interaction flows more naturally. Mistake number 5, ignoring the power of outcome independence. This is the secret weapon. Outcome independence means you're not trying to get anything from women, not attention, not approval, not validation. You're content either way. And that paradox, wanting nothing, makes them want you more. Every man she's ever dated wanted something. But when you show up fully at peace, whether she says yes or no, that's irresistible. So how do you actually build this kind of confidence, the kind that doesn't depend on anyone's approval? It's simpler than you might think. I call it the indifference activation protocol, a 12-minute daily practice that rewires your brain to embody calm, grounded independence. Step 1. 3 minutes of contentment. Close your eyes and imagine being deeply satisfied with your life exactly as it is. No woman needed. No relationship required. Just you, whole, complete, content. Feel that sense of quiet peace spreading through your body. This is the foundation. Because when you stop chasing happiness, you become the source of it. Step 2. 4 minutes of visualization. Picture yourself talking to an attractive woman. No agenda, no pressure, no outcome. You're not pushing for her number. You're not hoping for her approval. You're simply enjoying the moment, curious, relaxed, and open. You'll notice something powerful. When you release the need to impress, your energy becomes magnetic. Step 3. 5 minutes of self-worth reinforcement. Think about your wins, the career milestones, the lessons learned, the people you've cared for, and the challenges you've overcome. Feel that pride, not to boast, but to own who you've become. You've earned every scar, every success, and every bit of wisdom. When you feel it in your bones, women can feel it too, even before you speak a word. Do this daily, and something fascinating begins to happen. You'll notice women start noticing you. Their eyes linger longer. Their tone softens. Their body language opens up. They lean closer. They find reasons to talk to you. One of my clients, Frank, 68, from New Jersey, tried this simple protocol. He stopped trying to charm the woman next to him at a cafe. He just sat there, enjoying his coffee and his book. Within 10 minutes, she started the conversation. 2 years later, they're still together. That's the quiet power of confidence. It doesn't chase, it attracts. And that's the secret most men never learn. You don't need expensive clothes, fancy cars, or the latest anti-aging cream. You don't need to chase wealth or pretend to be someone you're not. What women crave most, you already have. Decades of experience. Depth. Emotional steadiness. The ability to be calm in a chaotic world. Age isn't your weakness, it's your advantage. You've lived through storms, built strength, and learned lessons most men are still figuring out. Women sense that energy instantly. It's the difference between a man trying to prove his worth, and a man who already knows it. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow morning, set aside 12 minutes for this practice. Just 12 minutes. That's less time than it takes to watch the news. And as you do, pay attention to the subtle shifts, how the world responds differently to you. How people smile more. How women lean in. Not because you're doing anything special, but because your energy has changed. You've stopped chasing. You've started embodying. And that shift, from seeking validation to radiating self-assurance, is what makes you magnetic again. Gentlemen, remember this. You are not too old. You are not invisible. You are simply one mindset shift away from waking up the part of yourself that's been waiting all along, the part that leads effortlessly, speaks with calm certainty, and attracts without even trying. If this message resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss what's coming next. In future videos, we'll dive into the exact body language cues, subtle energy shifts, and presence techniques that make people stop and take notice the moment you walk into a room. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the biggest challenge you face when it comes to confidence and attraction at this stage of life? I read every single one, and I often create new content based on your questions. Stay strong. Stay grounded. And remember, confidence isn't about chasing. It's about becoming. And when you become that man, the world can't help but notice.